Optimal amount of sugar for quick bread fermentation. Table of contents. This project was chosen and designed to save materials and time when making baked goods. The goal of this project is to inform people and industries that mass-produce bread on what the optimal amount of sugar to put into their baked goods is. Several various websites were used to find what ingredients should be used in this experiment. In total, dry yeast and granulated white sugar were used for this experiment. I is the amount of sugar, while the dV is the rate of CO2 production. The constants are amount of water, temperature of water, and amount of yeast. The hypothesis is, if more sugar is used for yeast fermentation, then it will result in a quicker and greater amount of CO2 production because the yeast will have more sugar to consume. Here are the devices that were used for this experiment, the main ones being the flask and graduated cylinder. As shown previously, granulated white sugar, dry yeast, and water were used for this experiment. Put a graduated cylinder into the tub and fill it with water. Flip the graduated cylinder, ensuring the opening is submerged in the water, and then attach the graduated cylinder to the laboratory stand. Using a flask stopper with a hole, place the delivery tube through the hole. Push the opposite end of the delivery tube into the opening of the graduated cylinder and measure 30 milliliters of water and pour it into a flask, then add sugar. Add 1 tablespoon of yeast and tightly close the flask with the stopper. Record the displacement of water and input the recorded data into a spreadsheet for analysis. Each experiment was run 3 times and the average results were graphed. These graphs show that the 1:1 ratio of sugar to yeast was the most effective. The experiment shows a linear production rate. The 2 tablespoons of sugar has the greatest X value increase. Given more time, the 2 tablespoons of sugar would have eventually overtaken the 1 tablespoon of sugar. The hypothesis was not supported due to varying reasons. For one, if the quantities of sugar in CO2 had been reduced, it would have been easier to observe areas of growth and areas becoming stagnant. A bigger graduated cylinder would have been optimized to allow greater amounts of CO2 to be collected and adjusting the solution pump levels of CO2. If there was a way to pump these levels equally throughout all trials, the experiment would have been improved.